you want's the first key, right? We got to have a clear, you guys know this, you guys are athletes, you have a clear target, right? So make sure you have this filled out, okay? What you're doing from there, if you haven't done it yet, who's on their profile test? Who's on their shape scan so far? Who's already done one over here? Can I use your pictures real fast on your phone? Or whoever, I'm not going to read them out. Just let me guess. So you want to have a picture. So you make sure you have these pictures over there so you don't have to print it out because print out just gets lost. We're going to take a picture of this and we're going to go through some numbers. How many guys have done the test over here? You guys done it yet? Just one of you? So basically what we're going to do is called a shape scan body test. It's just what's called a bioelectroimpedance test. It's going to run an electrical shock to you. You're not going to feel it. It's not going to shock you or anything. Maybe a little bit, right? But it's going to run a shock through you in a couple seconds to give us full printout of where your body fat is, where your muscle mass is. And it's going to tell you some rules. Number one, it's going to tell you your lean body mass, or your body fat percentage. Most of you guys where you want to be in the athletic zone is between 10 and 12. If you're a defensive lineman, O-lineman, you're looking at 14, 15, 16%. If you're a DB, you want to shoot around 8 to 10, maybe 11%, because the more fat we carry, the slower we are. Does that make sense? We have to have some essential fats. Any lower than 8% usually gets too low for athlete. It means you're tired on the field. So we're going to go over, you're going to get, oh crap, can you open that back up, sir? So we're going to do a body fat percentage test, and it'll give you a suggested. The suggestion on here, guys, don't worry about what it says. That's just for the everyday person. You guys are not robots, okay? You guys are athletes. This is made for everyday people, but just don't worry about suggested body fat. After that, it's going to give you pounds of body fat. That's going to tell you how many total pounds of body fat you have on your body. That's ones that we want to keep the lowest number we can, and the next number is going to be our muscle mass. The more muscle we have, the faster we are, the stronger we are, the better we compete. The less fat we have, the less we have to carry around, right? Now, it's position specific, right? But we want to pay attention to those numbers. And then it's going to give excess body fat. It's going to give you a number on there that tells you how much fat you have to lose. That's excess, right? Most of you guys probably here are trying to lose weight, though. And it's going to give you a suggested weight range, which don't worry about that because, again, you guys are athletes, okay? This is going to tell us a lean body mass and pounds lean body mass. These are vital numbers I want you to pay attention to. If you guys want to write this down, make sure you pay attention to your amount of lean body mass and your percent of lean body mass. That's what's called our protein factor. It's going to give you a lean body mass. And what we know right now, you need about 1.2 grams of protein per pound of lean mass to support the amount of current mass that you have. Does that make sense? So let's just do easy math. So if you just say you have 150 pounds of lean muscle mass on you, you need at least 1 gram of protein per pound of muscle mass a day. And not just eat it, guys. You got to eat it, digest it, get to your cells. That makes sense? We're going to talk about quality and how we do that. Everything you do inside, everything we eat, guys, goes through our small intestine. We eat something, goes through our small intestines. Inside of our small intestine, we have these things that are like spirit fingers, right? When we eat our food, food goes in, and these villi, these spirit fingers, they grab the nutrients from our food and take it to our cells, take it to our muscles so we can perform, so we can recover, so we stay hydrated. All these things are vital for your workout, so you can get stronger and faster, right? Problem is, when we say quality of protein, everything's about what we eat, digest, and absorb. So what we're looking for is getting good nutrients. Any kind of bad nutrients, like let's say McDonald's, right? McDonald's hamburger has protein in it, for example, about 76 grams. Or sorry, about 35 grams, excuse me. But has about 76 milligrams of cholesterol. 1 gram of cholesterol blocks 1 gram of protein from absorbing in your body. And basically how it works, when you eat food, your cholesterol, toxins, unnatural things go through first, and they clog up the villi. And when your protein and carbohydrates and essential fats go in, if these villi are clogged up, they absorb nothing. You get a healthy toilet, not a healthy you, right? So we're going to talk about some things you guys can do in these diet plans to make sure you're eating the right kind of proteins, right? We know right now you can absorb as an athlete about 45 grams of protein per setting. So if you guys eat 150 grams per day, how many meals do you need a day? About 3 meals a day, right? Most of you guys are going to be pretty high, a little bit higher than 150 grams. So if you're at 200, you need about 5 meals a day. So your body can only absorb so many grams of protein per setting. After that, guys, excess protein either stores as fat or goes in the shitter. Does that make sense? And we don't get anything out of it. So these are things I want you guys to understand because these are things that are vital. How the body works is, let's just do it this way. Try to make it simple on you guys. Imagine back when we were cavemen, before all the modern fast food places and joints we have today, right? Think about eating like a caveman. And all of a sudden, guys, if your body's in an environment where there's not a lot of lean proteins coming in, there's not a lot of natural vegetables coming in, all this other stuff to grow and crop, and there's nothing to hunt, what your body does responds to that, tries to survive. Your body's not made to thrive, it's made to survive, right? From back then. And so your body lacks nutrients that it's absorbing. What it basically does, it goes, man, we must be in a bad environment where there's not a lot of food coming in. Even though you're getting toxins and stuff, you're not absorbing anything, right? If your body's in this bad environment, what it does, it wants to survive. So it basically goes which means if your body's not getting the right amount of nutrients right now, your body's in a hibernation mode, which is slowing your body down, it's making you more fatigued, it's storing fat, and it's burning muscle mass when you go to the gym when you're on the football field. So you're virtually burning through your muscle mass, which leaves you leveled out on the football field. Does that make sense? You guys following me here? You guys talk to me, right? So it's leveling out. So what we're going to try to teach you guys to do, we'll show it to you in your diet plan, is how to take the body from that hibernation mode. I don't know if you guys are there, but the last couple of classes we did it pretty bad, right? But we're going to take it from hibernation mode to a new environment. An environment that's full of lean proteins, lots of stuff to hunt and fish, lots of stuff to crop and grow, lots of nutrients that your body absorbs. And what happens if we can do that for 21 days? And our goal when it comes to our nutrition program is to be consistent for 21 days. It takes 21 days for the body to begin to adapt and change. If you guys start a serious weightlifting program, 21 days to start seeing massive results. If you start trying to get cut and fit, 21 days to get momentum to start feeling those results, right? The body has this magical number called 21 days, where it takes 21 days of a discipline or a habit to have the body to start to adapt to that. So what we need is 21 days of getting your body out of this environment where there's no fruits, no nuts, no lean proteins coming in, to a rich environment where there's lots of that. And what happens after about 21 days of staying consistent on lots of environment, lots of food coming in, lots of good stuff in our environment, your body will switch from hibernation mode to what's called an anabolic mode, to a fat burn mode. You guys ever heard of anabolic steroids, right? It's a state in your body. It's called anabolic, right? And when your body becomes anabolic, your core temperature heats up, you burn fat better, you sleep better, you perform better, you have better energy levels, you think better, you get stronger and faster. If we're not inside this zone, what happens, even though you guys are pushing the weights and putting all the effort on the field, you're just not getting your maximum result. Will you get a result? Yes, because you are doing something, but you're not maximizing your chances for success. You're not becoming the best version of yourself. Does that make sense? I got some hot rods, right? I got these hot rods with all these horsepower. You guys are athletes with a lot of stuff to it, right? You guys are athletes. You're here, top 1%. But if we put the bad fuel in that hot rod, the hot rod doesn't perform. It'll still perform, but it doesn't perform great. So I want you guys to pay attention to as we go through this class is where's your body at? Are you putting good fuel in and really feeding that hot rod? Or are you putting crap in that's keeping that hibernation mode? Because you can perform in hibernation mode, you're just not going to perform at your best. Does that make sense? Cool. Any questions so far? So guys, basically how it works, we're going to teach you guys nutrition, basic nutrition. Nutrition is 80% of any kind of result you get. Talk to your nutritionists, I've worked with a lot of professional athletes, all that. 80% of any result you get inside the gym is going to come down to what you eat and what you don't eat. It's not just what you eat, and a lot of times as athletes we're eating enough, it's what we're not eating good enough of, right? Or what you don't eat. It's not just eating less, lose weight, right? We're trying to get our body where we're in this rich environment. So 80% of your result comes down to your diet. What that means is you guys cannot out-train a bad diet, right? So if you're not on a consistent diet plan right now with your work ethic, you're not even seeing even close to the amount of results you get if you get you fine-tuned on your diet plan. It's not going to be complicated. It's not going to be hard. It's going to be very simple stuff, but it is a discipline. Does that make sense? It's going to take work, just like going to the gym, just like you're doing the football field. It's going to take some effort, right? So basically how the body works to get you out of this hibernation mode into this anabolic zone. There's something in your body called blood sugar. You guys ever heard of insulin? Like diabetics? Right? What insulin is a fat storage hormone. So basically it causes our body to take everything we eat and store as fat. When your insulin is spiked, that's all you're doing. So I'm going to teach you a little something. Just follow me here if you can. But when insulin's high, your body's in fat storage mode. That means if you go to the gym, you go on the football field, and your insulin spikes, you are not performing at your best. You're burning up muscle, which is a bad fuel, and your body's storing fat. Fat's like the best fuel ever. It makes you feel better on the field. It makes you feel energized in the weight room. It's where that fourth quarter push comes from. Get your body burning that fat. But if our blood sugar is ever too high, we're in a fat store mode. We're in that hibernation mode. Same thing, if our body gets too low, blood sugar gets too low, fat store. So guys, this is the enemy. This is where we compete at our worst. Right here in this primal zone, it's called low blood sugar level. Right? When your blood sugar is low and balanced, your body performs the best. It's like rocket fuel for your body. Does that make sense? Your body burns fat better. Your body builds muscle better. You recover faster. I'm kind of beating that dead horse, but I want to make sure you guys are clear. So how it works, when you wake up in the morning, it's breakfast time. And why they call it breakfast? Because it's called breaking the fast. Every time you go 6 to 8 hours, 4 to 6 hours, some of you guys, without eating, your blood sugar begins to crash. Your body goes, not enough food coming in. Begin to survive. Begin to store fat because we don't know when the next meal is coming in. So the first thing you guys got to do, how many of you guys are actually eating breakfast right now? Raise your hand. Okay, what are you eating for breakfast? Can you give me an idea? here's what your blood sugar does. Already crashed, it stays down in this fat zone, this fat store mode, muscle burn zone. So you get up, you do no breakfast, you go hit, y'all still work out in the morning? Y'all don't work out? We work out. We had to work out at 5:30 in the morning. All right, so you get up, you go, so anyway, it doesn't matter what you're doing, but we get up in the morning, we go to compete, go to class, go to work out, go to train, go to stadiums, whatever, your blood sugar's here. So no matter what we do, our energy's gonna be low, our body's burning through muscle, and we're not recovering the way we need to recover. That's what no breakfast does, right? So some of us get up and say, man, I'm gonna eat a healthy breakfast, and we do just protein. What protein does, protein has a habit to stabilize blood sugar. So it keeps you about the zone. It doesn't let you drop, doesn't let you raise, it stabilizes. Right? So a protein breakfast, like a protein shake, I'm just eating eggs, right? What are some of the protein sources you guys like for breakfast? What do y'all eat right now? What do y'all eat? I want to know what y'all eat. I know what I eat, huh? Milk, cereal, that kind of stuff, right? So protein just stabilizes, right? So we don't want to do nothing. The second best is do protein. The third best is do a carbohydrate, like an oatmeal, right? What oatmeals do is they raise your blood sugar, they're a carbohydrate, and they raise your blood sugar for about 45 minutes, and then you crash. So for 45 minutes, you go into a fat burn mode, into a high beast type of capacity mode. But after 45 minutes, you crash. The problem with the crash is this leaves you feeling tired, craving sugars. You're in class, I can't keep my eyes open. Does that make sense? You guys ever wake up in the morning, don't eat a big breakfast, 10 o'clock comes, you're just like, man, I can't stay awake. I'm tired. It keeps you here. It's because your blood sugar is crashing, and when your blood sugar crashes, it's going to make you carve more carbs. Focus on the problems of the future. Does that make sense? And what I'm going to tell you is take these pictures. What I do with my athletes, they put them on their bathroom mirrors. They put them on their refrigerator. They put them next to their shaker. They put them next to their meal prep. They put them on their car in the front of them. Because all day long, life's going to try to distract you and get you unfocused. And if you're unfocused on where you're going, you're not going to compete very hard. If you're unfocused where you're going, why practice so hard? Why lift? Why eat perfect? Why not just cheat like everyone else does? But if you want to be the best, what athletes know to be the best, they know where they're going. It's called a vision. And what I'm trying to establish you guys is a vision that's so powerful, that's so compelling, that you're jacked up about starting this plan. That you're not tired of practice. That you're not tired of going into practice. You're not tired, man. You're not making, oh man, I gotta go eat the chicken breast. Oh man, I gotta go eat the eggs. Right here, no, I'm not focused on eating the eggs. I'm focused on where I'm going. It's called vision. Last thing we're doing, I want you to stand up real fast. Everyone stand up. I want to show you how vision works. And we'll finish out here. Make sure you do your test. Guys, we close out, man. Ask me any questions, but make sure you get your test and your stuff turned in so you'll be eligible for the competition. I can help you guys out custom. So here's how vision works. Everyone spread out where you don't point at anyone. Do this. And this is what I'm trying to establish, you guys. Spread way out, guys. Just spread out this room. Make sure you got space. Someone come over here. I don't want you poking each other. You guys good? So here's what I want you guys to do. Find your plate, find your footing, put your feet together, plant it firm on the floor. Do not move your feet. Okay, I want you to lift your arms up, point your finger out. I want you to twist all the way to the left without moving your feet as far as you can and mark a point on the wall. Come back to the center. Let's do the same thing the opposite way. Go to the right as far as you can go, mark a point on the wall. Now put your arms down. Don't move your feet. Keep your feet planted. Now here's what I want you to focus on. When I say goals, pictures, visions, reading out loud. It changes our thought process. If you can change it here, you can change it everywhere else. What you let in must come out. And what comes out, that's where you have to leave. That's where you live. Does that make sense? You guys speak things in existence. And that sounds goofy, but right now I want you to do something. Just do a little vision exercise with me. I want you to stay where you're at and close your eyes. Close your eyes. Now here's what I want you to do. Go with me here. Guys, play along. I want you to imagine. Don't move. Imagine your body loosening up. Just go with me. You guys are athletes. Think hard. Imagine your spine becoming limber. You're loosening up. You're like a rubber band, man. All of a sudden, the tightness is gone. It's loosening up. We're coming like a rubber band. Your spine's loosened up. Your back, your shoulders, they're relaxing. Can you feel it, man? Feel it in your mind. Don't move, but your body's getting completely loose. Now, in your mind, I want you to turn to the left. Don't move your hands. In your mind, turn to the left and see yourself going 1 time further, 2 times further, 3 times. As you twist, your body gets looser and looser and looser, and you're going further. Now, come back to the center in your mind. Now, go to the right. Envision it, guys. Vision how far you can go. Tell yourself you can go farther. Vision it. See yourself going twice as far, 3 times as far. Now come back to the middle. Open your eyes. Put your fingers up. Twist to the left. Twist to the right. How many of you guys went further the second time than the first time? How many of you guys went 2 times further? That was 1 minute or less of visioning our goals.
You guys have limited beliefs on how far you can turn to the left and right. If you don't set your mind on the right things, you'll get distracted, you'll get beat up, you will not become the best version of yourself. It's a negative, nasty world we live in. Positivity takes work. Goal setting takes work. Vision takes work. Being an athlete takes work. Takes each stage of the program it needs to be. It takes work, but it starts here. That's why it's mindset, guys. I'm trying to tell you every day, pictures, go, 240, 240, 4-3, every day, eat, workout. And as we go through this, use your coaches, and let's go and make this thing happen. You guys good? All right, man. That's it, man. Make sure you get your test. Compete, boys, compete.
I just gotta look like that.
Hey, my body fit said, congratulations.
Yeah, you can lean. What's your goals? Okay, where's your test at? So you want to gain 50 pounds, right? So here's what we know. This is why these numbers are so vital. It's like a $500 test. So 2602, that's how many calories your body burns a day at rest. If you just this through breathing, your heart beating, through processing, everything, thinking. So we know we have to eat more than that. That's without exercise. So it's just math. You have to eat when you burn to gain weight. You just want to gain how much weight? 50 pounds, okay? So look, we want to gain 50 pounds. We know we have to eat at least 500 calories more than that a day to maintain our weight. So if you want to gain 50 pounds, it's a serious goal. You can do it, okay? If you have the vision. Is it easy? Hell no. Gaining 50 pounds is not easy when most people don't do it. But to do what most don't do, you got to be willing to have what most don't have, you got to be willing to do what most won't do. And so eating is going to be the hardest thing you've done because you haven't done much of it. Does that make sense? But this will make your absolute best. If you're focused on where you want to go, you'll do the work, right? So we got to eat probably 1,000. So you need at least 3,000 calories a day. Now here's the thing. You also need to depend how much muscle mass you have. Oh, sorry, you're not 20. That's your curse. Sorry, you're 1,900. So you need at least 2,500 calories a day. Okay, I'm reading the wrong number. So here's the goal, though. We don't want to gain fat, right? I don't want to gain 50 pounds of fat. What do you want to gain? 50 pounds of muscle. So we have to have protein to support that muscle number. So we know we need as close to 3,000 as possible, right? Don't fool yourself. Don't spurge yourself. Drink lots of water. Small meals all through the day. You might need 7, 8 meals a day. Right, my bodybuilders, they get up at 3 a.m. and eat. They get up at 6 a.m. and eat. They eat and they get up at midnight and eat. They eat every 3 hours like clockwork, and that's why they have so much muscle mass. You know what I'm saying? So your protein number, how much protein you have now? Your protein number is now, you have 141 pounds lean body mass, okay? So you need these 141 grams to maintain what you have now. We want to gain 50 pounds. So how much 141 plus 50? So you need 191 grams of protein minimum for your body to support that amount of muscle mass. It won't let you do it if you don't have the nutrients to push it, because it knows you can't survive. You can't feed the body good enough for that much muscle mass. You're not feeding it enough right now. You're already putting the work in. You're putting the grind in. You're putting the weight. Look, you're doing the hard part. But if your body doesn't have the nutrients, then man, there's no way. We couldn't live. We starve to death. So we're trying to change the body, so we need to get about 200 grams of protein for as close to 3,000 calories. How do you get there? If you do that, plus your exercise up, you do it consistently. Take the weekends off, 5 days good, weekends off. Does that make sense? But on the weekends, your biggest enemy is going to miss in a meal. Weight loss is fucking simple. Because you just not eat. You can lose weight and cut your leg off, you can lose weight, right? But you gaining is hard. And so you can't miss meals. So even on your cheat days, still eat something. You need calories. You're not going to eat too many calories. And if you keep your protein on 200, you're not going to get fat. You'll get lean and big. But if you keep your protein number around 100, you're going to start seeing some fat. That's because protein burns more calories. It keeps the fat off. Protein metabolizes fat all day long. So you're just burning, so you just put on muscle. So eating that protein, get high enough, it supports it, your body burns, you get big and lean. With 21 days though, of consistent, what's your diet like right now? See here? This is yesterday, okay, is this all you ate yesterday? Okay, cool. So if you look at it,